What's up, everybody? Andy from WagerTalk.com. We're going to go over the Dana White Contender Series Week 6. We've been having a good year. We're 4-1 in our official picks for Dana White Contender Series, and we have a play up at WagerTalk.com right now. That play is actually attached to our play of the week for the UFC Paris card. So you're going to get a Tuesday night play of the week, and you'll get our Saturday play of the week for one price up at WagerTalk.com. Encourage you to go through that, and let's talk about these Dana White Contender Series fights. This is probably the best card they're going to have all season. 9 of these guys and females should be in UFC, so they're going to have to make some tough cuts. Let's start with the Alex Morgan-Blake Bilder fight. This is a tough one. Alex Morgan right now is minus 225. I think he should be the favorite, but this fight should be close. Skill-wise, they're pretty even. I would say Morgan probably has a little bit of advantage in the grappling and wrestling, but not too much. Striking-wise, my biggest concern with Bilder is his chin. He's been rattled a couple times, even through his guard. So he does a good job keeping his hands up. But even then, guys can get through to him and wobble him. And Morgan has fought much better competition. That's the biggest thing why Morgan is a favorite and why I think he will end up getting the win. Bilder's fought nothing but cans. Morgan has at least fought some decent competition, and this is a massive step up for Bilder. I'm not sure Bilder is going to be ready for what Morgan is going to bring. So minus 225 is a little bit of a steep price, but I expect Morgan to get the win. Move to the women's fight, Maria Silva versus Viktoriya Dudakova, and this is all about can Dudakova work her takedown and submission. She fights on the Russian scene, and she has fought some pretty horrible competition. One of her fights, it looked like someone set up a ring in someone's backyard. Tough to find film on her, but what she does is she uses her height. She's 5'6". She takes her opponents down, and she gets the submission. But some of these really less opponents have switched her takedowns, have caused her some problems. And Maria Silva is no slouch. Maria Silva actually has a win already on the Dana White Contender Series. So I feel like Silva didn't get the contract last time, but they're giving her opponent so she can get her second win so they can get her a contract. She should be in the UFC. She's good. Silva's going to be shorter, but massive edge in striking. It's no contest if it stays on the fight. Silva will piece up Dudakova. Even if Dudakova does get her on the ground, Silva is fantastic off of her back. Unless Dudakova gets her down and in a precarious position, I would expect Silva to take the victory. She's minus 250. Maybe you do something with inside the distance because I do think Silva can get the finish, especially if it stays on the feet. Up next, we got Rodrigo, Lídio, and Matěj Rębecki. This is a tough matchup. Both these guys are UFC ready. I think Rębecki is the most UFC ready guy on this card. I can't believe he's not in UFC. Lídio is a knockout guy, but he has not fought great competition. And what he does is he takes forever to set up his knockout shots, but it's because the guys he's been fighting have let him just stand there and wait 10, 15 seconds and then land the big kick or the big punch. There's no way Rębecki is going to let him do this. Lídio may have one of the worst takedown defenses I've ever seen. So if Rębecki is smart, Rębecki is going to get this thing to the ground, work his ground and pound. Rębecki is going to have nonstop pressure on him. There's no way he's going to let Lídio stand there and tee off on him. You could be a little bit nervous because Lídio does have one-shot knockout power, but Rębecki is set up nice to get a UFC contract. And don't be surprised if you see Lídio in the UFC soon. I don't think this is his night. I think Rębecki takes it. He's minus 240 for a reason. Look for Rębecki to win and probably get the contract if he can avoid the knockout blow. If you're worried about a big knockout shot, then this isn't your fight, but look for Rębecki to do well. Next fight, we got Dumas versus Peňáz, and the line has moved here. Peňáz opened up as a favorite. He was minus 170, minus 180. Now he's down to minus 145. I think that the line is moving in the right direction because both these guys are going to stand and bang. Both these guys have great kickboxing backgrounds, and Dumas, he's not been tested in the takedown defense area, but I'm just not sure Peňáz is the guy to do it. Peňáz likes to stand. He likes to punch. He can push you up against the cage, but Dumas is no joke. And when he hits clean, you're going out. And I've watched Peñáz get hit pretty hard with a loose guard when he doesn't keep his hands up in front of his face. And he's gotten rocked by some guys with way less power than Dumas. I don't really find any value on either one of these guys because Peñáz is the better fighter, but Dumas absolutely has knockout potential. This is a stay away for me. The only way I would bet it is the under because both these guys are going to be coming for a knockout. And pretty much guarantee either one of these guys that gets the knockout, you're going to see him in UFC. Last fight, we've got Kinoshita versus José Henrique. I mentioned 9 of these fighters are probably UFC ready. Henrique probably is the one that is not. Tough to find film on him. He has not fought very good competition. Kinoshita he's a killer. His lone loss was for grabbing the fence, but if it's one of the most insane videos. The reason he got disqualified was he knocked the guy out, and to finish him, he grabbed a hold of the fence and stomped on the guy's head 3 times. So he knocked the guy out and then got disqualified after the fight was over. He's going to be shorter. Henrique's moving down a weight division. He looks so skinny, and Kinoshita is a monster and is very, very strong. I don't see Henrique being able to survive this one. My guess is Kinoshita gets him down on the ground, ends it by ground and pound. However, when you get guys on the ground, the submission can sneak up, and you have a guy that well, he should knock him out, and then all of a sudden he takes the guy's back and wraps up the neck. So if you're going to bet this one, Kinoshita is minus 205. I think that's a pretty solid bet. He's going to be much shorter, but I think his power is going to be more than enough to overcome Henrique. Look for that one to go under as well. So my official play is up on WagerTalk.com. Just go get the UFC play. We got a 4% play of the week coming this Saturday in Paris, and we got a 3% Dana White Contender Series play attached to it. We're number 1 since April in UFC on WagerTalk.com, including a 4-1 run in Dana White Contender Series. That's on Tuesday. Good luck. Let's have another profitable week on the Contender Series, and we'll see you guys next week.